Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Now, you know, wait a minute. You're not listening to the mind of that Terry's Moon. Oh no, I changed your yeah, no, okay, I gotta do these motherfucking responsibilities. Flight boss, goddamn, hee hee. Now look, you know, we come across science in the most strangest ways. Well, I ain't even gonna say strange, but just in the most miraculous ways. You know, we could be doing anything. Now, you probably wondering why I got the definition of ass sitting up here right now. Now, the English language is on trial, and I came to this conclusion right here because I'm in the middle of making a song, and you know, I said the word ass a lot in the motherfucking song, so you know, a lot of those frequency vibrations hit me in a lot of different ways. So I had to buckle down and see what the fuck is actually hitting me right now. So you know, look at the definition right now. An ass, a hoofed mammal or a horse family with a brain called, typically smaller than a horse, with longer ears. Now the second definition right here is a foolish or stupid person. You know, the ass of a person, a fool, an idiot, a dolt, a simpleton, an imbecile, or whatever. You know, so this is the basic definition and what we got of ass. And then, you know, urbanly we come up with other terms for it. So girls who got a lot of donkey spirit with them and things of that nature like to shake it like a tail feather. You know, pin the tail on a donkey. So girls who like to shake their ass a lot, 9 times out of 10 may have came from a vessel of donkey-like or horse or zebra-like energy, you know, and you know, a lot of things dealing with the behind. But for the most part, a jackass. But or a person who act like a jackass a lot. But this getting into something else. Now, reason why I say the English language is on trial is because when you do the etymology on ass, right, you're going to come up with these terms: asin or asinus. Now we know this is going back to the Germanic sea tribes and the language that they have created and things of that nature. So you know, English is just an offspring of that. So you know, it's just bringing two things together to create or construct something that may not necessarily be what it is, but the pronunciation of it is the only way we perceive it, but we give it another meaning while it's creating the true meanings in our lives. And so we're using words and creating things that's out of our hands in our lives just based upon the language that we use. Now, for the most part, when you do the etymology on ass, you come up with these words: asinus, A-S-I-N-U-S, and azen, A-Z-E-N. Now, you know, when you do the definitions on these, it goes back to like a donkey or something like that, like the meaning asin, whatever, or asinus or whatever like that. It goes back to donkey or plural. Now, the only thing that that was correct about the actual wording of asin is it's plural to something. Now, donkey, it doesn't even necessarily mean donkey. This is some English illusion that is wrapped around you. So when you actually do the etymology on asin, you come up with this word right here: asser, or asser, or asser. Or see, they don't know if it's a, you see this word right here? They don't know if it's a, now that first letter, you don't know if it's an A or an E. It's both of them mixed together. See, this is what we're doing from an English language. We're bringing things and structures and ruins and signs and sigils and bringing them together and create other meanings from them, but the basis of them still be the same thing. So when you look at asser, right? Now, asser, this right here shows you that it's plural, but as itself, when you take the IR off of it and just ass or as, right? This was the word or the term at a point in time that the humans or the beings use for God. So the same way you use God today, they called God ass, as. Now we know, going back to the Germanic seas, tribes and things and language, you know, this is going to start evolving into Norse mythology and things of that nature. So this is where you start to get offsprings of things like Asgard and Odin and Oz and the Wizard of Oz and Ass and Asinine and just ass in general. You know, the ass is. So for the most part, you know, even when you want to do the etymology and what they used to call stars, which it was astars, astery, aster. When you look at the ancient mother that they try to call for the feminine waters, Asher, you know what I'm saying? She was supposed to be, well, I think Lilith mother or something like that, but you know, Asher. You know, all these is correlating to ass, and ass, the origins of ass goes back to God and stars, because the origin of those words ass goes back to God, and astery that means plural of gods. But Astery or Ashar or Asher, or this word right here, the etymology of that is plural gods. But when you do the surface level etymology of it, it's star, Aser, star, as itself is God. Now when you do the etymology of as, just itself, it represents just one God. When you do Aster or Astery, and go back to all the words that those offsprings come from, it goes back to gods or plural of gods. So we got this correlation in every civilization that's still trying to correlate a Pacific being and the stars, the offsprings of the beings. Now, for the most part, this is where we get this word or this letter, this sigil right here. So anytime you see this, this is representing Pantheon, Germanic paganism. So this would be the actual symbol, the first letter, basically. This is their version of A, or this is their version of this first. So this will be itself God, and then this will be whatever letter added onto it will be plural. So it'll be multiple gods after that. So this is like the, you know, origins of things of that nature. But reason why I say the English language is on trial is because why would we call ass today, and the meaning we give an ass, why is we calling it ass when there was a civilization before us using that word for God? And then we know when we go to ass, we look at the second definition, it say a foolish or a stupid person. So, you know, this is a little quick video. I don't even want to dive too deep in this video. It's just, it was crazy how I even came up to do this video because of me being in the middle of a song. So, you know, this is the etymology of ass is God, and Aser is the etymology of stars or multiple gods. So you got As, a star, or a god, or As is, and you have Aser or Ashar or Asuri or whatever like that. That's plural gods or stars. So, you know, everything is just leading back to like a single, stable, stagnated, fixated, one type of non-tarnishable physical representation. You're not going to get no religion, spiritual teachings, no mythology on this earth that teach you something outside of the energy realm of reality except us, me and y'all. We the only ones who kind of starting to kick in the new conscious wave. Like, for an example, it's a new conscious wave coming in. We in the age of Aquarius and all that, whatever like that. But you have certain Messiah seeds, star seeds like us, right? That even before that shift, we was already evolutionary, evolved and shift-wise. We was already evolved. So when everybody was going through regularly, we was already teaching people, right? So when the shift come, we're not going with the shift. We're higher than the shift. Same way we was higher than the previous shift. So that's the same way as what's actually going on right now. So we need to keep that in mind. But yeah, let me just cut this video off because that just messed up my little point, my phone ringing. But yeah, Flight Boss, bitch, goddamn air.